I'm fully aware that you're getting money, Druski.
Oh, man.
Mountain Dew, Call of Duty, KFC, Beats.
You got Bud Light, Seltzer for Google Pixel. You mentioned that you opened for Jack Harlow early in his career.
And I was like broke. Like, I couldn't even pay my rent at the time.
In 5 years, we're going to look back on this too.
I was reading that you showered at a rest stop and you was performing in front of 50 people.
This is like the beautiful things we're going to look back
Right
on.
before New Year's, we was on a beatdown bus.
Did you think at the time that you would later become the headliner of your own 30-city tour and become this?
Yes, I actually did. So my mom knew that I had this talent. My mom, when I was younger, she would always cut on the camera and let me like entertain.
It's hard. Well, do you have any more questions about me?
So it kind of like let me build that confidence.
Yeah.
You just don't start being funny. Like, I can watch you and tell this guy is naturally funny.
Right.
It's not performative. You had to be the class clown, the disruptor in school, something.
Like I was really wilding out. You get confused because the teachers will tell you that that's wrong.
He needs to come straight to my classroom at the beginning of fourth period guided study. They're hanging out in the hallways.
No, you don't do that. You don't have fun in class. You don't make jokes in class. You don't stand in front of the class and tell jokes. So anytime I would get in trouble in school, the teachers would always be mad because like every time we correct him or discipline him, he's always just smiling and laughing at us in our face.
And you know that Drew is so sociable and he really is a leader. They follow him wherever he goes.
When I was younger, I used to just want to be funny in school. Yeah. But I got in trouble for it. So I was kind of confused early on. Like I always was like, damn, like maybe that's not it because everybody's saying this is not it. Am I supposed to be doing this? You know what I mean? Because everybody was painted to be like a bad thing in schools.
He's standing out there in the hallway, cracking jokes, you know, being loud, having their fun. But across the hall from me, there's a class that's going on.
But my mom always encouraged this.
I'm going back outside. There.
I'm glad she did because it gave me that confidence.
And he sounded like this.
And he sounded like this.
My mom is hilarious. She honestly is a character herself.
Your dad was a pilot. Mom got a master's, worked at the CDC.
She would joke around and play in character sometimes in real life, like when I was like maybe 5, 6 years old.
Growing up, did you feel that sort of kind of heavy pressure from them, kind of go the route that they did, the higher education route?
We would be getting ready for bed, me and my brother. She had us doing everything. Anything she could sign us up. She had us doing music. A drumming camp. We did piano. We did karate. She would come in there and like we're asking like, Mommy, can I get water? Mommy, can you tuck me in? Mommy. She'd be like, oh, yes, sir, master. Well, I guess that for you. You know, I wouldn't want to look you in your eyes if you know, I used to be like, yo, what is wrong with this? Like, but we'd be dying laughing. Like, the biggest thing about my parents, they always like were very good about the lessons. And my dad had a lawn company on the side. So my dad's one of those people, bro, obsessed with doing everything. Like, he had us work for his lawn company for a long time, and we never got paid. And I still want payment from that. I'm pissed about that. My mom taught lessons differently than my dad. Maybe my dad did it in like more of an aggressive.
His father, David McLean Desbordis, served in the United States Air Force as a captain and in the National Guard as a major.
All them ass whoopings, man. My dad was whooping my ass. In middle school, everybody started calling me Druski because around that time it was a show. It was like a College Hill show. It was a dude, he had a song called Booty Doo. His name was Druski. And everybody thought it was so funny, and my name was Drew. It was just regular Drew. And I remember all the kids would come back to school and they're like, hey, Druski, sing that Booty Doo. And I'm like, Druski, ain't nobody ever called me Drew. So that kind of like just adapted. And from then, people just was calling me Druski like in high school and stuff. I was actually off in high school. That's when I was trying to find out my identity. Right. I was literally failing out of high school. Right. But I'm following what other kids are like doing. Like I wanted to go to college. Like everybody's like, yo, we're going to college after senior year. So I'm like, oh shit, that's what I need to be doing.
So you was a super senior?
Yeah, I wasn't a super senior. I was almost a super senior. I failed every single class in 9th grade, including gym.
You almost failed 12th grade?
Yeah, I think I was playing catch up the whole time. I finally like graduated. Like I took hella like online classes and I met a lady that let me take 2 years of Spanish in like a day. Oh, wow. Like I literally was behind the grade every year. And I was supposed to get class clown 12th grade. I was supposed to be a senior, but I was labeled as an 11th grader. She's like, yeah, so I believe we live in the United States. If you want 2 years of Spanish, you can get 2 years of Spanish through me. And she gave me like a sheet that was it said, hola, como esta? And it was just 3 little things. And you just bubble in the letter. What does this mean? Hi. What does this mean? Whatever. How you doing? Right. I turned it into her. She gave me 2 years of Spanish.
Georgia Southern is where you went to college.
And you wanted to be in sports broadcasting.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I went to my first college, which was like kind of like a community college. The classes was kind of hard, not too hard. I cheated my way out of there. I got to a bigger university, you know what I'm saying? I got there. I thought it was about to be like a party, you know what I'm saying? You watch movies like ATL or Drumline and stuff. I wanted to experience the real college experience because I hear everybody like, oh, I go to a big university. Right. We be partying way bigger than that. And I thought it was going to be like that, but nah, man. I went all the way out there to that party school and I ended up hating it, bro. I don't think I passed any classes that first semester. And then
really?
I didn't know what to do. I was lost. I think I tried to do sports radio there. And I would get on there and I literally would accidentally cuss or like say some funny shit. They used to be like, dude, like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. And then they came up to me after, they're like, yo, you're so funny. They're like, yo, man, is this for you? You know what I mean? Like, you really just need to do, like, I feel like you should do entertainment radio. And I started, literally, I would go to my room every night and, like, look at videos of, like, Will Smith, watching interviews from, like, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart. I used to study all different types of, like, comedians, and I would study them, like, studying for a test, you know what I'm saying? And I really started seeing, like, yo, this might be, like, my calling in life. And just stopped going to classes, just all in general. Literally, that whole semester, I didn't go to no classes. None. Dropped out of all those classes there, and I just said, F that shit. My mom didn't know I had dropped out, so she's thinking I'm doing good in school. I'm getting messages all the time, like, hope you going to class, hope you doing that.
Dropped out, and you said that, you know, that was a really tough time for you. Not only, like, leaving Georgia Southern because you were depressed, but then, like, after, like, trying to convince everyone around you, like, that this is what you were meant to do. I was just at the dorm or whatever, and I was just, like, I was really sad because I really didn't know what my purpose was in life. I think that was really a dark time. When I dropped out, I'm staying at my mom's crib, quitting jobs, getting fired, literally just going cold turkey from jobs. I wasn't making no money. I came home, I tried to work at Red Lobster, that didn't work. I was going to parties, I was constantly on my phone trying to hit up girls that may not reply all the time. You just see yourself like constantly like just doing stupid shit. I was seeing other dudes around me, they making quick money, like fast money. They making so much money. Gotten into like some scams with some people. I knew it wasn't for me.
This confusing time filled with failure made him look for what he's actually good at.
I suck at scamming. I got some money, then I get robbed. I was scared as hell. I gave it up before he even took the gun out. And that was like my biggest shift because it was almost like God's light turned on. It was like, okay, now you get it. That's when I knew, man. I was just like, let me just try to give my life to God, try to get right, and figure out my calling. 2017, I did like my first skit.
He made his first video with no other intention than to act for the camera, just as he did when he was a kid.
The first time I was kind of forced to do it because my homeboy just recorded me.
My auntie's initials tatted because she passed away from breast cancer, but whatever.
Hey, I know you got some freaking ones. Where they at?
Damn.
And I was just like talking shit at a gas station, and he just started recording me. Because at that point, they had been telling me to do it. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get into it. I'm funnier than that guy. I would just talk shit.
Why street niggas don't know how to accept compliments?
Motherfucker right there, too hard.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mine.
Say swell. For sure. You could say you're funnier than those people, but until you do it, you're not like, right. Who are you to say so?
You having it, big bro.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get like you.
Nah, you got it already.
The beginning was just picking up an iPhone and just being at my mom's house, making it like a set. Of course, my mom didn't like that shit.
You know me, I told the bitch, I said, I'm gonna have to sniff before I stick. That motherfucker smell like tartar sauce. Okay, all right, we're on. All right, Chad Tepper down here, Fox 5 News.
Everybody was using social media around the time. This is around the time when like Fat Boy SSC and like Boom Gang, and they were doing like all their silly stuff. And I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I'm like, I just got to get my foot in the door. I just got to try something.
Baba Joe, is that you over here singing like that? Boy, I got PSHT. Say something for us. Squirrel can pop around here.
I know. Initially, yeah, no, that shit wasn't that funny at the beginning. But we made it happen.
But his journey was far from easy and comfortable.
How long before you actually go viral?
It was a good little minute because it took me a long time to even get to 10K. It took me like a year to get to 10K. But see, I sacrificed a lot of other stuff during that time. Like I would go and do a whole bunch of stuff for free that I knew was a great opportunity. Before Jack Harlow blew up, I went on tour with him for free. He was just like, yo, I can bring you on and you can host before I go up on stage, which was like small shows at the time. We had like 50 to 100 people coming out to Jack's shows. He was like, we only got one slot on the bus, so you can't bring none of your friends. I have no money. I don't have a budget to give you to come out. I had to come by myself. He had all his friends, so I wasn't familiar with him or everybody else he was with. It was just, I just had to come on and do my thing. I was like, honestly, this could just help you just get experience on stage. And I was like, all right, bet. And I was like, broke. Like, I couldn't even pay my rent at the time, and I was like, I'm going. Like, it don't matter. He was like, I could pay for your meals, you know, and we'll just figure it out. We used to have conversations, me and Jack, all the time on the bus, like, hey, man, this is what we want to do. This is my goal. This is where I want to be at. This is how I want to be.
In 5 years, we're going to look back on this too. Yeah,
we both were on the same page with our goals. We didn't really have too big of a fan base, but we definitely had goals that we wanted to hit.
In 2020, all his hard work started to pay off.
Man, I was doing so much during the pandemic.
Your fat ass, boy.
Damn, you came on here with a vengeance, huh?
You should have named this shit Coulda Lost Weight.
The pandemic was a great time for me because everybody was like tuned in to
Everybody was home.
anything online, anything.
I put your baby moms in a limousine. Little I'm balling, I'm in the league. Your
Whoa, whoa.
numbers and comments go in between.
Hey, for my people, cut that beat.
You really capitalized on the moment more than anyone I had seen.
Yeah, I think it had everybody's attention, caught everybody's eye when other people were like, I'm gonna just chill during this time and then pop back out whenever everything gets healthy. For me, I'm like, yo, this is my time to shine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching. I'm gonna start cutting records. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
After the pandemic, everything went off. You did commercials. You were doing tours. You were doing everything.
Anybody tell you look like R. Kelly?
No, come on now.
No.
That's when everything started, bro.
Still?
Yeah, you look like R. Kelly, man. Hey, he ain't fooling nobody.
Like I started getting eyes from everybody in the world around that time.
Homer, you really shouldn't talk like that.
Yeah, get this crazy bitch out of here.
Come on, man.
Yeah, go ahead, evacuate it.
So wait, break it down. 2017, Druski starts, first skit.
What was the moment then that you realized, yo, I can have a career in this? Or was it a video or was it a thought?
It wasn't shit but that check. That check. Hey, the nigga gonna tell you the truth, man.
I think the little things like my mom hit me, and like she sent me the other day, was just telling me how proud she was and like
Signing the first poster board.
What did you get with your first big check?
I retired my mom.
Okay.
I just recently retired my mom.
we went out and like a lot of fans had gathered up outside the restaurant and was like waiting on me, and some fans had waited on outside the restaurant, and just like her reaction and stuff like that is just, you know.
I think the first big opportunity I was handed was Drake's Laugh Now Cry Later video.
What are you doing?
What?
Wait, yo, you straight?
It was one of those moments that did change my life, you know.
He reached out to you?
Yeah, he did. I knew he was watching because, you know, he would laugh at certain stuff in the videos and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's crazy. And he reached out. Yeah, that moment was just wild. That was one of those moments that I'll never forget. I asked for my number, and then we had a couple conversations. Next thing you know, he was like, yo, I need you to come to Oregon at the Nike headquarters, and we're gonna shoot this video. I got this concept, and I was just like, I didn't even, I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say, you know? I don't think it sped up anything. I think it just shed light on who I am and like the talent I had at the time.
No, but
I felt like people had saw me, but nobody took it serious.
Were you at any of the Diddy parties, or did you miss that?
Where did that come from?
Fame and success always come with a price. Sooner or later, the spotlight burns instead of shining.
Now, these Druski allegations that have been going around are crazy.
In this suit, he was accused of some very serious and terrible things that, if true, could land him in prison for a long time. This allegedly took place in 2018 at one of Diddy's infamous parties.
Yesterday, Druski did respond to this, and he says this allegation is a fabricated lie. I wasn't a public figure in 2018. There were phone records that placed him in Georgia during the time that this assault would have happened.
I was broke living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of this allegation.
And so the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish. They attach a job offer from Longhorn Steakhouse in Georgia. The day that the assault would have happened was the day that Druski accepted that job. So he wasn't even in California.
My heart breaks for actual victims of abuse.
But I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose this falsehood.
Like whoever created that story didn't even try to make it sound believable.
And the individuals who are maliciously trying to game the legal system to peddle false narratives.
I wish Druski didn't even dignify that foolishness with a response.
Druski's name is surrounded by controversies, yet none have managed to halt his momentum. His blend of charisma, hustle, and connection with other major names keeps propelling him toward a level of fame few comedians ever reach.
There's a lot of IG comedians in the world.
You started off on Instagram making comedy sketches.
But you've kind of found a way to make it more lucrative than it seems anyone else has.
And now you're about to set off on a big national tour.
You just announced your first headlining tour.
In arenas.
Being able to say that this is my first arena tour is like still mind-blowing.
How have you found a way to kind of make it so lucrative and take it beyond just the platform of Instagram?
My mom would always keep like clocks around the house to know like, make sure you're using your time wisely.
We got TV shows now, a movie on the way.
I would tell her like, I'm bored. She's like, don't say you're bored. That means you're a born person. You can always do something with your time.
The big Coulda Fest tour, dating show, the Coulda House show. Yeah. You're producing all these yourself, right?
Yes.
Through your own company. This is your business.
Yes.
You control it.
100% ownership, that's what we promote. 100%.
You know, it's not about money. All this stuff is, you know, it's just a blessing to be doing this stuff, right?